Hello, welcome to Mental Health. This is fan edition number 13, and I'm here with my friend. Um, I don't really want to say his name because it's all foreign and everything. I think it's Mitch. Oh yeah.
How's it going?
Woo woo. All right. Mitch is a fan of metal. That's why I've got him here in person for fan edition number 13.
How long have you
Um,
been a fan of metal?
you're gonna swing the interview over here to me already?
I was thinking about it like when we were talking about metal. I never asked you because
Since public school, when before, like around the first album of Korn, and then it's those new metal and just mainstream bullshit. And then after I saw Korn in 2002 and started to really go down the metal rabbit hole, as I put it.
yeah, we didn't have YouTube back in the day, so like my metal rabbit hole was like LimeWire. Like I
Yeah,
found
yeah.
one Slipknot song, and then like you just go down there, and like it's so weird that like Slipknot ended me all the way to like black metal, death metal. Like it's crazy. Like that one day in seventh grade got me into Slipknot all the way to like when I came to school. Like on one Monday, I had Slipknot, Debbie Warger, Cradle of Filth, and like all these like random bands that you would never expect a seventh grader to be listening to.
Yeah, that's
But they were
true.
like, I just thought they were like so interesting to
Yeah.
even like listen to.
Well, you started off with one of the most mainstream metal bands like Slipknot, and if you look around us, Mitch picked all these albums to be laid out here, and none of them are even close to mainstream.
No, no, I really love like finding like bands that are like still making metal, still like Flash God Apocalypse, or Flesh God Apocalypse. Oh God, I fucked up their name, but like they like they they have like opera and classical music, and they mix it with like death metal, and I thought that was like so interesting. So like I always try to find
You talking
bands that
about
are like
Septic Flesh or another band?
no
I haven't heard that band. I don't know. I gotta get
they're
on
like
top of
really
things.
cool. They're from France, and I discovered them one day when like because now people are finding like more bands through YouTube and like all these streaming apps.
That's
So
true.
one day I just like discovered them when I was like on Apple Music.
Like
And,
Christopher Columbus style. Like they've already been around. They were doing those things, but you're discovering them. You know?
yeah. Like I think I really just enjoy finding like new metal bands, and like I found Cattle Decapitation in like the weirdest way because like their music video Forced Gender Reassignment
Oh, that was brutal.
was banned
Yeah.
off of YouTube, and they like I was like why, and I wanted to find out, and then like I listened, and I was like fuck the music video. The music video was sick, but like I was like this song is so it brought me back to when I was like first time listening to like traditional death metal, like just listening to like Deicide, Cannibal Corpse, like Obituary. Like it just reminded me of like bands like that, and I was like, oh, I gotta like listen to this band because I really like them. And I went like back and I listened to like all their older albums, and it was kind of cool because like they were like into like grindcore. They were a grindcore band originally, and then they just like transitioned slowly to like making like very technical death metal, which
Yeah.
I really like. So I was like really into them immediately. Like once like I heard Forced Gender Reassignment, and then Monolith was like an album that I was listening to every single day when I was commuting.
Yeah, that's great. I'm pretty new to Cattle Decapitation. I got started with their newest album, Death Atlas, and then I saw that they reissued that album with the blue one. So yeah, I forget what the blue one's called because I'm bad with names. If you know this show, you know I'm bad with names.
I discovered them back in like 2016,
Okay,
and I was at an open mic,
all right.
and I was like sitting there, and David Kupchak comes up to me,
Oh yeah,
and he goes, man, that is really aggressive. Like I could hear it through your headphones. Like what is it? And I'm like, it's like this band. They're called Cattle Decapitation, and like they're doing something really cool. Instead of like just talking about like blood and gore and all this stuff, they're actually talking about like why humans are way worse than animals. And I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I was trying to explain that to him, and he was just like, that sounds so evil. Like, that's like the most like
Yeah,
evil way to ever explain why humans are.
especially these days, the truth can be more evil than what anyone's expecting.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's why I still gravitate towards metal even more. Like I like that's why I like Dying Fetus because like they're like so like they don't care. Like that music video, Dying with Integrity, like they literally were like, we're gonna like just do as much as we possibly can. And the same director for Forced Gender Reassignment did that music video for Dying with Integrity. And it was like there was like rape and nudity and all this stuff, and I was like, wow, like I was more shocked that that music video was up on YouTube, and they didn't ban that over the music video where like two people were switching their genitals. That was the weirdest thing.
Oh yeah, a lot of weird stuff going on. So the only we'll switch up a bit and talk about Burzum. I only have that album because I'm not going to completely support everything Burzum just because of the political views and everything. But I do like it, so I got that album.
I obviously like I'm not like a Nazi and I don't support like being a Nazi or whatever, but like I do like believe that like to like hear his point of view and like just like because I don't want to be like shut up and like stop talking, but like I do find him funny like Varg because like I just see like when he's talking I was like I can't believe someone actually thinks like this like
This guy's not making a joke. He actually believes.
yeah,
this.
like
That's
there's like moments in my life where I was like watching because he has a YouTube channel, and I've watched him and I was just laughing at him because like he's like doing like mixed martial arts in the woods. He's like a traditional man's man where he's like chopping wood and like running it and like just being like a guy in the woods and like he grew a beard and everything and like but like his opinions on like society and everything is like like so unorthodox and like so crazy that like sometimes when I'm like listening to him, I'm just like,
oh, you
like,
just called somebody who's a Nazi unorthodox.
like yeah, like I'm just like I'm going like man, like I'm shocked a person like you actually still exists. That's my personal opinion on him. Like I kind of go like I can't be like every other person that goes like oh fuck this guy he's stupid. Like I just go like yeah okay like whatever. You're a guy that lives in the woods. Like I don't know when you're gonna interact with a black guy or an Asian guy. So I don't know like why the hell you hate these people. You live in Norway, the whitest place on earth. So like I have no idea when you're ever going to interact with a black guy.
Yeah, I separate the whole political views for the most part from the music and from artists, like to a certain extent, you know, like didn't Dave Chappelle do the bit about how Martin Luther King Jr. used Bill Cosby's amplifier system for a speech?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that was
I
like
think
it was
so.
at the end of one of the specials, and if that's true, well then just like he did good and bad. Like people don't just do bad.
Like I like one of my friends is like a straight up Trump supporter, and I like did I like
We're talking
I,
about Dimitri.
yeah Dimitri, but I didn't like exile him. I didn't go like I'm not gonna talk to you anymore. Like I'm honestly gonna like listen to his point of view. Like I have friends back in my own hometown that are like straight up Trump supporters. Like there's like a guy that like I graduated with. He posted on Facebook that he had a hat, like a MAGA hat, and like all of my other friends that are friends with him till today, they were like just cheering him on, and I was like, oh, they're all Trump supporters. Like they're all openly like Trump supporters, but like I didn't like hate on them. Like I remember when he saw me back in my hometown's mall, like he talked to me and he was cool. Like he doesn't hate brown people, he doesn't hate other people. Like I was just like okay cool like whatever like
Well, there's a lot of
I
things.
like I think if I met Varg I would be like I like Burzum. I like Burzum. I'm not gonna hide it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're almost on this subject, anyways. With hipsters and hipster metalheads.
I know that's like something that like people call me all the time, which is like interesting because I like I actually hate that like a lot of hipsters like came into metal and they like kind of like push their like agenda towards like the metal industry like because like I've heard like a lot of people like Finn McKenty and all these people like say like it's very like conservative and it's like a boys club and all this stuff and blah 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 but like sometimes like having a boys club is fine because like if it's like of course like it's okay to like bring girls in, but like I've gone to concerts and seen girls at like Cradle Filth concerts, a Dying Fetus concert. I've seen Skeleton Witch, the Black Dahlia Murder, open for Chill and Bodum, and there were a bunch of girls there.
Yeah, yeah. There's lots
Like
of
there's so many
it's
girls
not like
there.
40 years ago. Like there's lots of girls that like metal, and there's lots of people of all skin tones that like metal too.
There's a huge like metal festival in Germany. I can't remember the name of it for the life of me right now. But it's a giant metal festival, and there's like every single like type of person there, and like they all just came to watch metal. And I wish I could go to Germany and watch and like go to that festival. I can't remember the life of me, but like I
There's lots of
remember.
really cool metal festivals in Europe though. So yeah.
Yeah, I just remember like Sam that did that documentary.
Sam Dunn, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sam Dunn. He went there and he put it in his documentary. Like I watched it and like I remember like one day like I was really bored and I just YouTubed that festival and like I was just like blown away by like how many people were there and like actually interacting and it was cool. Like there was kids, women, men. It was cool.
Yeah, yeah.
It was,
Those documentaries are really cool, like the worldwide one and the one before that,
yeah,
Metal Headbanger's Journey. I'm actually in it for a split second, and I was at two of the shows. I was at the that Lamb of God show, at the beginning where all the lights are red and
yeah.
they're just rocking out in the pit there, and also I'm the part where I'm in it is like a split second outside of the Slipknot concert. With me and my brother, you get to see me sway from one side to the other for a millisecond.
That's she claimed to
Oh
fame
yeah,
right
right?
there.
Isn't it though?
I I it's weird. Like I've gone to a lot of concerts. Like I've seen Bodum, I've seen Demi, I've seen Cradle,
I've seen
I've
all those but Cradle. I haven't seen Cradle Filth. But,
I've seen who else have I seen? I've seen a lot, but like it's weird that like I'm still a fan of them, but like I like, obviously like I moved on and I liked other bands, but like Slipknot is like a really hard band to outperform.
oh yeah, especially when there's like all eight or nine of them on stage. Like you could see it nine times and it's in like the same night and it still wouldn't be enough. Um, Slipknot was always great and in my opinion still is great now. There's
Yeah,
it's like the Corey Taylor is a phenomenal vocalist both as far as metal goes and not being metal. Slipknot is great. They're the reigning kings of new metal as far as I'm concerned. Like they're
yeah.
the only people kind of still holding that flag that are they're cool.
Yeah, like right now, like at this very moment, like I'm kind of interested to see like where metal is going, and like I'm like into like certain like artists. Like one guy that like I'm really into, he's in a deathcore band, but I think like the way he like perfected his vocals, the way he like took his band seriously, and the way he markets it is really cool. Is this guy from this band called Slaughter to Prevail,
Okay, I've heard
and
the
they're
name before, but with me being a drug addict for like the last 7 years,
if
I haven't
if you could take
listened to
anything
everything.
out of this interview, go check out Slaughter to Prevail because they're one really cool. They're good performers, and I'm jealous that they live in Russia because I will go to Russia just to go see them because they're really good. They're tight. They're tight musicians, and their vocalist took 12 years to like have the
Oh,
vocals that he
oh,
has.
you're talking about the guy you were telling me about a couple weeks ago who like got jacked just for
Yeah,
the
like he
vocals.
works out. He has a good workout regimen. He sticks to his diet. He doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke. He doesn't do anything like that. He's like he's like LeBron James and like working out and like being a good metal vocalist because like he sticks to his criteria and then when he goes up on stage he looks like a professional. Like he
Yeah,
doesn't look like he's drunk
yeah,
and he's going up on stage. He looks like he's like no, like I want to be doing this for a long time and I want to entertain my fans for a long time.
that's awesome.
And he'll go on like his YouTube channel and like do like covers and like show his vocals. Like there's so many people have like called Alex Terrible out. That's his name for like being like fake. Like you're just like faking this and all this stuff. Like he's gone on his Instagram, he's gone on his Facebook, and he's gone on his YouTube and just been like, nope, I'll show you right now. I could do this guttural vocals, and like he will like sound like the biggest monster in the world
Oh, awesome.
and like it's so brutal. It's so like I've never heard a vocalist that's like actually grabbed my attention more than him because there's other vocalists that are like the lead singer for Lamb of God, he's good. The lead
Randy
singer for
Randy Blythe. I guess he doesn't actually listen to metal though. He's just doing it as a job.
yeah, like he's openly said that he did it as a joke.
Yeah.
Like he's openly said that. He's like, oh, like I could do it, and like he just did it, and everyone's like, no, you're really good at this. You should be in a metal band.
Yeah.
And then like Kurt Strander, and then like the lead singer for Cattle, and like there's also like other artists that like I really like that do that type of guttural vocals, but like Alex, like he cups the mics, but he doesn't even need to cup the mic because like when he's doing his vocals, he just sounds like a beast. He just sounds like a train that's just going like so fucking fast, and like it's just ridiculous. Like if you want a good record, if you want a good band to follow, Robbie, definitely check out Slaughter to Prevail.
Well, I'll write that down. I got a pen here. I got a notebook. I'll just write it down. I'll write it down right now.
Do it.
S L. Okay, yeah. Awesome. Do you want to talk about some more? Let's go entry level metal bands. Like what was the bands just like Slipknot that really got you into it, and then just went further.
No,
further
actually,
down
my
the rabbit hole?
the first band that I ever went to go see live was with my dad. I went to go see Kiss.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I went to go see
Classic.
Kiss, but I didn't know. Like I was a kid. I didn't really know anything. I just kind of like saw guys with makeup on, dressed up like kind of like superheroes in a weird way,
I can see that.
and
Yeah.
they were like rock stars. So you just kind of like see it for what it is, and you're like oh that's really cool, and like kind of just embrace it for what it is. But I didn't know they were metal. I didn't know the metal world hated them. Like I didn't know that. So you're just kind of like going like, oh, that's really cool. And then like my dad was like, no, they're a metal band, kind of in a way. But then he goes like they're like kind of like rock and metal. And then like I kind of got into them. And then my mom was really into Bon Jovi.
Yeah,
Uh,
I can't really call Bon Jovi metal.
you can call them
Yeah.
you can call them
Yeah,
metal
technically,
because
but like
they came out and like people like Megadeth and like Slayer and like Metallica, they all like consider Bon Jovi to be like glam metal in a weird way.
glam rock. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
which
don't,
is
I still
really
don't put
weird.
the word metal in there.
Yeah, they would like never like really consider him like that, and it's really weird. And then I just like started like figuring out like more like artists like later on in my life. Like I think by like sixth grade, I was like listening to hardcore bands and metal bands at the same time, and I just discovered them through like the internet in like the weirdest way through like MySpace and LimeWire.
Yeah. MySpace was cool.
Yeah, like I discovered like the Red Chord, which was like a really weird band that was like, and then I discovered like Iron Maiden, and I discovered Iron Maiden in like the weirdest way possible. I just discovered them through a video game.
Okay, yeah.
Like, and then I was just like, I'm like, who are they? And then like I just like started like listening to them, and I feel like video games really helps kids too because like we had Guitar Hero, and then like sometimes like Tony Hawk would have like
Yeah.
like a good soundtrack, and like you could like find like metal bands through that, and then uh like I discovered the Doors through Tony Hawk.
Okay, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I discovered
Not Oliver Stone's movie or anything like that, but like through Tony Hawk.
yeah, like I because I'm a millennial. I'm not a millennial. I'm like a 90. I'm a not. I don't even know what millennials are, to be honest.
I think it's like mid '80s, or I don't even know. But I'm one. I'm one.
I,
And it's more than just because I like to eat ass. But yeah.
I'm
That was
try-
gross. I'll probably cut that out.
Don't. Uh, but I discovered like bands through like in the weirdest way possible, like through um, like Much Music, which is like a Canadian like music outlet.
Yeah, it's MTV for Canada, basically.
But like I remember one time I was like staying up late, and I discovered Marilyn Manson because I just randomly like just turned
Came on loud. Yep.
I discovered like all these bands like the weirdest way, and like I like, but I really liked it because like when you're a kid, like all they had was like just pop and like hip hop, and like I do like hip hop and I don't hate it, but like but like rock was like just so underground, and I wanted like and like metal was like so underground for me. But like when you hear it, you're like this is so interesting. Like how are they not
Instruments?
playing
You
this?
have to learn instruments to
Like
do
how are they
this?
not playing this more and more? So like I like during my life I would just find metal in like the most interesting ways. Like I remember like I found the Cannibal Corpse documentary
Yep.
through my buddy's dad because my buddy's dad had the DVD in his garage one day,
Oh, wow.
and then like he's like yeah, Jesse doesn't watch this anymore. He watched it once, and like I bought it for him, but like if you want, you could just take it, and I took it immediately, and I watched it. And then like I was so mad one day because I lost it, and then one day like I just found out that they have the whole entire documentary on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
So I just watched the whole entire documentary, and I just thought they were like brilliant. And
Also the the band videos that I liked a lot, like Lamb of God was good, especially when Mark punches Randy. That was awesome. Like
yeah,
everyone loves that. But before that, with the Pantera home videos, because that was like Jackass before Jackass was a thing, you know?
yeah, like I think like the cool thing about like Jackass and
They're just basically metal musicians without the metal.
yeah, like and
Musicians.
Bam was like posting like the most like European metal bands. Like
Actually, he played Burzum, I think, and
he played
yeah.
Burzum. He played Demi Burger. He loved Cradle of Filth. He like liked all these bands, and he would just like post them. Like he would like do a stunt, and like in the background is like a Cradle song.
That Finn McKenty guy that you mentioned earlier
Yeah.
from Punk Rock NBA or whatever, he did a video about Bam and how crucial he was for bringing metal to the limelight, I guess, in the 2000s.
I like him for doing that, but like I want to figure out like why the black metal subreddit hates him so much because like I understand that like when like you like something a lot and they like people shit on like the thing you like a lot and like you get angry obviously because that's a human instinct but um like I like how like people just got so angry that they made memes about him
Yeah.
because I want to like talk to these people and just like figure out like why they did that because like I want to see it from both sides but like for Finn like I feel like the mistake that he made that a lot of people keep on telling him over and over again is that like he should have like done his research on black metal because like when he mentioned that book uh,
The Lords of Chaos.
Lords of Chaos
Yeah.
book he should have like first of all like that's not the book like you shouldn't have mentioned that at all the first thing you should mention is the documentary on black metal
Yeah.
I think it's like
Twilight. Twilight.
like entering the dark
I
the
forget. Yeah.
darkness.
I think it's on Amazon though. You can watch it.
I watched it on YouTube randomly one day, and like it had like the drummer. I think the drummer for Dark Throne, and like they had like all these guys, and they had like guys from like
Didn't they interview Varg when he was in prison though?
yeah. They had Varg, they had everyone. They talked about the history of Mayhem, how Burzum started, how Dark Throne and Bathory and all these bands were like starting up. So like I like the Lords of Chaos book is like so incorrect. They have like so much flaws and mistakes.
And then the movie is even more incorrect.
No, the movie is like totally like on
Yeah,
because they got like those documentarians like actually did their research and got the right guys and like they all sat them down and like was like okay like tell us from like point A to point B how it started and how it ended and why and like all the stuff with the church burnings with how what happened to Euronymous, what happened with Varg, with the murders and everything, and like
dead
with death
yeah.
and everything. So like I was like, wow, this is actually a really good documentary. Like they did their job right, but Finn didn't do his research right, and like I think that's one of the reasons. Like in my opinion, that's why I think like a lot of people in the subreddit hate Finn McKenty because they just go like, why would you talk about a subject and you didn't do your research properly?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Like you know so much about hardcore and you do your research on hardcore, but when it comes to like a genre like I don't know. I don't really hate genres. So like if I don't like pop or something or like hip hop, and I don't do my research properly, I would totally understand that community hating on me.
Yeah.
Like if the hip hop community saw me going like, oh like the first rapper is Nelly, they'd be like, dude, you didn't do your research properly. What's wrong with you? Of course, like the community will be mad at you. that's my personal opinion on why I think like the hipster metal guys that do that type of stuff, they should do their research and they should not be ignorant towards the metal community too. That's the one thing that I hate when they like come in. We talked about this before we started. I hate it when like they come in and then they get angry at like the lyrical content or like how like these metal guys like have like visual aspects on like women getting like tortured and all this stuff or like people getting tortured and stuff and they're like, oh, like that's like really misogynistic or like that's like really bad and stuff like that. It's just like, no, guys, like this is like what they're doing. It's like an art form. Like you can't hate them for doing this. Like they're not, obviously these guys are not gonna kill these people, but they're like expressing it in a way, and like people are just doing it, and like they're obviously it's all theatrical in a way.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you shouldn't like I don't think these guys are gonna kill these women.
No.
And I really hate it when like the hipster community, metal community calls like guys with neckbeards and all this stuff like incels. That bugs me a lot because like I've talked to guys that are like really into metal, like you know, other guys, and that like have quote unquote neckbeards. They're like way more insightful, way more nicer, and way more kinder people to be around, and they actually will listen to you and have a better like outlook on life. But like the hipster metal people are just way more ignorant, way more closed minded, and I wish people would stop calling other people like incels just because like they like he calls the subreddit the black metal subreddit incels, and I was like, you shouldn't do that, dude. That's like really like insensitive and rude. But it's whatever. I guess like that's his way of like attacking them or whatever. But
like a lot of people who they only think with their blinders on and see with their blinders on, and they aren't open to anything else. So they're just seeing their narrow point of view.
Exactly.
All right. Do you want to plug anything before we get going here?
Yeah, so I do a podcast. It's called the Young Cucks. We release it every Monday. It's on every single listening platform: Apple, Spotify, Google. We also have let China invaded our phones. We have TikTok now, and we have Instagram, and we like post videos on those things too. We created a character. His name is Nash Wade. He's like
Wade?
Yeah, Nash Wade. He's like this like influencer, but it's kind of like a mock to influencers. But yeah, we have that. Just check us out. The Instagram is called TYC_420. You can like find the podcast through there, and that's pretty much it.
All right, awesome. Thank you very much, Mitch.
Yeah.
For being on Metal Health, fan edition number 13.